Let's make a fancy shirt and fancy skirt. The first thing I do is iron on the symbol because right now would be the easiest, and I just go over it a couple times following the directions on the back. What's nice about the iron shoes is you just have to cut it out, place it, put the paper over it, iron. There's no reversing the image. And then I just iron in all the interfacing, and that goes around the bottom half of the sleeves and the collar. Next, I just sew up the side seams of the bodice. This is what the shirt looks like as of now. I put a simple hem in the bottom. And yeah, next you want to take your sleeve bands and sew up 3 of the sides and then leave a hole on the top so you can flip it inside out so it's the right way out. This is what the shirt looks like. Almost done. I put the sleeves in and the collar, and I put a zipper in the back so I could actually wear it. The zipper is kind of funky. It does this weird bump thing, and I think it's just because of all the extra fabric I had to go through, which I'll turn around here in a second and you can see what I'm talking about. Yes, right here. It bumps out really weird, but it'll be hidden by the cloak, so, whatever. It's all okay. For the skirt, I already hemmed the ruffle piece, and now I'm just sewing it onto the main part of the skirt, and I put a gather stitch in it. It's really easy. You just weave a needle and thread in and out. It takes some time, especially when you're using larger pieces. It's how I put a lot of different pieces on the shirt together. If you need me to go into further detail, just hit me up and I can tell you what I did, or just look it up. It's really easy to do. Next, I just fold a small section down at the other end of it so there's no raw edges when I go to put the casing in for the elastic. Next, I just fold down and so there's room for the elastic to fit in, and at one part you'll need to leave open a little section so you can actually put the elastic through the casing. Next is to put the elastic in the casing section. I like to put a safety pin on one end and then just work it through with the safety pin. Your hands will get really tired towards the end because it's just so much fabric and a little elastic because it needs to be really snug around your waist to actually stay up. It's not the funnest part of sewing. Lastly, you're just going to want to sew over the ends of the elastic a couple of times once you get to the end. I think I go through them like 3 times on both edges so they are not going to come apart. And then just kind of work that back into the casing and sew the rest of the casing closed. And then the skirt is done. I still need to make the petticoat that will go underneath it, and that will give it the poofiness. And then right along the ruffle, the trim still needs to be sewn on. But here is what it looks like with the shirt. As you can see, I put the trimming on the shirt already. It's a long process, but if you need me to show you how I did it, I can. It's just really tedious and not fun, but that is it for this work vlog. Stay tuned.